Hello, Mixed Nutcases and Dog Days of Podcasting listeners. This is Nuke Chess, and this is Dinner and a Movie. Tonight, I want to talk about Wonder Man. Wonder Man's a character that I did not know much about in the MCU or Marvel Comic Universe. I really didn't know much about the character at all. So everything I have is fresh from this TV show. The synopsis is that Hollywood actor Simon Williams is thrust into the world of superheroes as he gets powers of his own and becomes the new superhero Wonder Man. The trailers and everything I had read about it did not grab me. But what did grab me is when I saw that Ben Kingsley would be reviving his role of Trevor Slattery. And I love that character. And so I started watching this with Tech and his dad when we were visiting a while back, and we were blowing through it. It was actually really cool. And then we stopped, and I finished it without Tech. I love this series. It is really good. It's definitely different than the other shows. There's a lot of internal stuff, where Simon is dealing with everything and really just so focused on being an actor. And there's not a lot of action. We're used to these MCU and MCU covers TV and movies, where it's always ends in a light fight, right? But in reality, it's about the person. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's definitely different sides to everything. And it's just fun. There's a few times where there's some anxiety, there's some, but there's a lot of humor, and you get more of Trevor, and he's more than just a joke. He's more than just a selfish guy. I will say that it's really fun where there's a bunch of Hollywood people playing themselves. Joe Pantoliano, or Joey Pants, plays himself, an over-the-top version of himself. Josh Gad plays himself, and so we've got these actors, being characters of themselves and what superhero movies are like in the MCU and all of that. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed this a lot, and I was surprised. I was very surprised at this. So yeah, I think that if you slept on Wonder Man, it's definitely worth watching. I don't know if we're going to get a season 2. If we don't, it kind of ends in a way that it's all in one package, and you can kind of, everything's fine. But if they end up doing another season, or if they end up doing a movie, or he shows up in one of the other movies, that'll also work. I don't see anything on the horizon. I don't see anything about a season 2. I definitely think this is one of the ones that people slept on, mostly because it wasn't really a well-known character, but also probably because it's very different than all the other Marvel movies. I really think that this hit really good for me. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely suggest Wonder Man. And what are we going to pair this with? We're going to pair this with some of the food that was happening at the party, at Simon's family's house. And honestly, I wanted to be invited to that cookout because all that looked good. So we're going to have some fried pork. We're going to have, the spicy pickled relish, the fried plantains. Oh gosh, I love plantains so much. The fritters, all the different seasoning, just really think of delicious food with garlic and pepper and herbs and scallions and yummy. All of that food. That's what we're going to pair this with. Does somebody want to invite me to a Haitian birthday party? Because I am in. Yes, please. I don't know any Haitians up here that I could actually go to. In when I lived in New York, obviously, kind of miss that. There's not really a big Haitian area that I have found so far in my area up here. New York has everything, right? But yeah, absolutely. I'm just dreaming of those plantains right now. And that's what we're going to pair it with. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, also, Tech and I are going camping this weekend, so I'm going to be able to put out episodes. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to say probably you're not going to hear some episodes. Hopefully you heard an episode earlier today. That was kind of a surprise, a little guest spot. It hasn't dropped on my Overcast yet, but I saw that it was in the feed, and it is, if I go to Spotify, I can see it, but in Overcast, I'm struggling. So hopefully y'all saw that. Anyway, if not, it should show up at some point. It's a big treat. All right. So I will talk to y'all later. If you don't hear from me this weekend, you will hear from me on Monday. And I know that DragonCon doesn't start till the following weekend. So I hope the feed is going to stay open. Because maybe I can just throw stuff out. Otherwise, you can come to nimlas.org and listen to the remainder of my episodes. I'll probably still put out some just because of the, missing this weekend, which is probably going to happen. I'll see if I can post, but it'll probably happen. But yeah, we'll see how things go. I don't want to kill my camping weekend because I have to get to technology, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't want to say, well, maybe I can actually get some Wi-Fi up. I don't know. We'll see.
Nutty Bites is produced by Nimlas Studios under a Creative Commons Attribution No Commercial Non-Derivatives 3.0 International License. That means you can't change it without my permission. You can share it and send it to your friends. Just link back to me, my site, and everything. We live at nimlas.org, which has links to everything social media, including facebook.com/group/nuttybites and patreon.com/nukejoss, or call 347-NUTTY42.